Hey, it's your girl Yelena. Yenya. Anyway, with it being Black History Month, someone asked me what did I think was a big contributor to the downfall of the black community. And people got mad because I said welfare. I know they made welfare after the tragedy in the 30s, the depression, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is welfare was made to help people so they could over there get back on their feet. Welfare wasn't for people just to get on and live on. And then you have this multi-generational welfare recipients who they're on welfare. Their mother was on welfare. Their grandmother's on welfare. And then all these kids being born out of wedlock and at very young ages, these children are having kids, babies having babies, and then they go live in the projects and they get modified rent, depending on all this free stuff. People are like, oh, you just hating. And I'm like, I ain't hating. I'm just like this. You're supposed to over there go to school, graduate, then go to college or join the military, get in the workforce, do something with your life. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get with one mate, have children, and that's a whole nother thing about the mate because I'm a female, I'm supposed to marry a man. So there's a lot of stuff. And people were like, oh, you're so old-fashioned, Things were better. It seemed like things were more together back then when stuff was that way, Men, they might have went out and cheated, but they always came home. They took care of their parents, their kids and all that stuff like that. Now you got all these ones who saying the kids ain't theirs. The girls done slept with so many people. They don't even know who's the real daddy. And all these kids growing up with the same daddy, it's just a mess. You know what I'm saying? But back to the welfare. Yeah, I believe that welfare is an enabler. It's an enabler, and it enables people to be losers. I mean, you're giving them everything free. And they be like, why should I do anything when I can get it free? I know people who personally, they only work a certain amount of months a year because they just work the system. They're like, well, I'm only going to work 3 months a year or something like that so I can get a W-2, file for my taxes because I got 8 kids by 8 different dads. And they love that EIC, Earned Income Credit. And then like with the stimulus, oh my goodness. Everybody like, oh my goodness, I got 8 kids, girl, and they giving this much per kid. Then you got the ghetto ones really saying like, well, let me put one of those kids on my, and I wasn't raised around that. So the thing about it is like I was raised in a stable home with my mother and my daddy. I ain't saying I'm better than anybody else. I'm just saying, and all of us kids, went to school or the military or both, you know what I'm saying? And, we did something productive with our lives. We never stayed in projects. We wasn't on welfare and all that stuff like that. And the man provided. My daddy, was it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. He knew how to fix anything or he could buy anything, And there was 9 of us kids. All of us looked just alike. We got the same mother. We was always in church for something. You know what I'm saying? And these kids today just running wild. And, it always go back to welfare for me. Because I think that a bunch of people, they be like, okay, well, I'll just have a baby. And then I can get on WIC and move out to the projects and live the life. They're not even trying to do nothing with their lives. And that's what their mamas did, and that's what their mamas' mamas did. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe, people, it was made to help people. But later I believe that it was there to enable people to do nothing with their lives. Now, like me, not that I'm all that or nothing like that, but I'm just like, I'm working on my second doctorates. I work for the government. I'm a veteran of the Army, stuff like that. That's normal in my family. You know, you get married, you have kids, what I'm saying, like that. The old fashioned values. I believe, if we got back to the old fashioned values, teaching our kids morals and ethics, and, that it will help restore the Black community, like, this takes me to another thing about, like some people say I'm trying to be white. What? That pisses me off. Because I'm like, what are you saying? Only white people are allowed to have anything good. Only white people are allowed to over there do something with their lives. You know what I'm saying? I say, when you say that, sorry, I have to let the cat in. When you say that, you are saying that Black people aren't allowed to prosper. They're not allowed to have good things. They're not allowed to do something with their lives, and because I don't curse, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and my ear's not even pierced, I don't have any tattoos, I believe in the Lord, I put him first, what I'm saying, stuff like that. They try to say I'm trying to be white. No, I was raised, you don't curse, you don't drink, you don't smoke. I'm a lady. That's what I tell people. And they ask me so I'll be like, ladies don't do that. And they be like, what? So anyway, but yeah, I'm a lady. Ladies don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these ones that's twerking. Man, if I even thought about twerking, my mama would come down from heaven and beat the crap out of me. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, the light. Lesperance, my baby. She just, the cat, she be going in and out, in and out. But anyway, so I'm just, I really, when you get to it, yes, welfare. And another thing, what it did was, with these women knowing that they could get all this free money, free food and stuff like that, they like, look, dude, I don't got to put up with you. You know what I'm saying? But if they didn't have welfare, they would have been forced to stay with these men like the old ladies did a long time ago. They couldn't go anywhere. They were stranded. You know what I'm saying? Like, they couldn't leave. You got 8 kids. You ain't going to leave that man if he's the one providing all of the food and the money and all that stuff like that. But nowadays, women, they got their own money. So they be like me, I'm single. Yeah, I pay all my bills. I ain't going to let no man try to control me. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is men ain't the way they used to be. I'm like going from one thing to another. But anyway, they not like they used to be. Man, my uncles, my daddies, my brothers, all of them, they're older and everything like that. They all worked at the same place for over 30 years. They all know how to fix anything. They can buy anything. They got 3 or 4 cars. I mean, if they wanted, they could just go get it. If they got 10 kids, they're providing for all 10 kids, and all their 10 kids are by them and one woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that anymore. So, I say, in order to restore the Black community, we need to get back to the old-fashioned values. And it starts in the home.